Hello, welcome back to the channel. Here we are back in the live workshop, and we're coming to we're in on a Saturday to shake the car down, have a look at a few bits. I know there's a few problems with the car after the event, bit of service work, some upgrades, just have a look over basically before we do go into the next round, which is next weekend on the Bank Holiday Monday, May Bank Holiday Monday. So that'll be Cadwell Park. That's my local round. That is probably the biggest event for me of the whole year within Time Attack. That is the one that is going to count for me, so that's the one, yeah. So yeah, no doubt you've seen the video from Anglesey. I had like the best time ever in the car. I don't think I've ever enjoyed driving the car as much as that. About 7 years since I've last done my full season of motorsport, and yeah, I've done a few bits and bobs in between, a few track days, a single round entry of Time Attack, but yeah, we're back full time, full season this year, and yeah, really good to be back. So yeah, we had a few issues with the car. Things keep coming loose on the wishbones there. So gonna have a quick look at them today. Show you what's going on, and hopefully we can try and figure out something that can stop it from doing that, coming undone. Right, so you probably would have seen me complaining of something not feeling right on the front of the car. Yeah. So that is the rose joints and the ball joints come loose, and yeah, you can really feel that when you're driving the car. And it was only the other side that was coming loose at Anglesey, but in the final, it turns out that both came loose. So I'll just pop it up in the air, show you exactly what it is that's come undone, because no doubt there's a few of you that know what rose joints are, but probably some of you might not understand why they've got so much play. So it should be a quite easy fix. We are looking at some different wishbones and hubs and stuff like that for the future. It's just not something you can just quickly buy off the shelf, I'm afraid. Let's have a look. So maybe I could, it's gone tight now. That one is loose. So this is moving around, the threads are moving around inside the arm, which is pretty scary. Things can wear out really quickly in there, so. And you can actually just about see this one. There we go. Yeah. So I think today I'm going to take this out of here and clean up. I'm trying to get I don't know, I think it's flat anyway, but I might weld that lock nut up. I might weld it up. I might weld this one up as well. Same on the other side. This lock nut has come undone. Proper annoying. So brake ducts. So the front tyres are there's not a lot of tread left on them, and there's not a lot of not much shoulder on that either. So yeah, Cadwell 1 week. And the back tyres, I think I showed them at the start of the video. I've seen worse, but yeah, less than ideal for the local round. Oh, maybe not as bad as I thought. Not too bad. No, maybe they might be alright. Game of basketball. Right. Not too much. Oh, there is quite a bit of snot in the inside, so that's just as the tyre wears and gets hot and bits flick off it. That's what all this is, tyre rubber. An awful lot of it down the back of the car. When you're driving on the track, you can often, if you're following another car quite closely, you often get big bits of rubber come flying off other cars. There's all in here, look. It's usually all up there as well. So yeah, quite a bit of cleaning to do on the car. Like I say, for the local round at Cadwell. High spec brakes, 6 pots. Absolutely love these things. Did a bit of development work with high spec in 2016. Yeah, 2016 on these. we helped figure out that these need to be changed. So big bit of rubber up there, so yeah. And the leader shockers, absolutely amazing things. One of the reasons why the car has so much fantastic control. Sadly, we might need to be changing those soon though, because the design of suspension that we want to be fitting to the car, they won't work. So we'll be having, I've already had a word with Roger and Andrea at Leader to see if they can get their shockers built into the new hubs and struts and things that I will be buying for the car in the future. Not sure if that can happen. We'll see. It would be a massive shame. I've had Leader on board for about 9 years and they've been brilliant, and they have helped me go faster. Quite a few reasons why. So understanding what the car required suspension wise, and then also reviewing some of my driving. Roger did quite a few years back and basically told me off. Why are you doing this? Why are you driving like that? And it helped me go faster. So thank you, Roger. Sometimes a good telling off can help. Certainly helped me anyway. Have this one off. There's a lot of brake dust on these, so wipes off pretty good, but we'll be using some Duck Smart to clean the wheels later as well. Duck Smart. Oh, no stud there. One of our sponsors. And they do cleaning products, and they take great care of us with those. Again, so this is this corner is the side that suffers so much at Anglesey. So there's lots of long 180 degree right hand corners, so the shoulder of the tyre really does suffer, and it is nearly bald there. What we was actually doing was swapping tyres left to right and front to rear, crossing them over the car, swapping axles, etc., just to try and get the tyre to last, because there's full depth here and not there. I mean, it might suggest that, I would say, suggest that the car wants a bit more camber. Maybe it does want a tiny bit more, but Anglesey's notorious for doing that, absolutely killing the tyre. I think if I'd not swapped these over in the afternoon, that'd have been down to the canvas from 4 sessions at Anglesey. So again, loads of stuff in there that needs cleaning. Stay there, you. Yeah, at a glance, big bits of rubber and stuff stuck everywhere. So don't want it in the brakes, so we'll be stripping out the pads, checking everything. We never got to fit the WinMax pads we wanted to, but the discs that I had that I thought were new were used, and if I'm fitting a brand new set of pads, I'd really like to go with a freshly skimmed or new set of discs. So discs have gone away for skimming. Something outside that sounds a bit fruity. Yeah, but look at that. And we got 2nd place with that. Yeah, I think if them were mint, I don't think we would have probably won. I don't know, 1.2 seconds away from Luke in 1st place. Luke drives the white Astra. He's very fast in that. I believe it's, I don't know, close to 500 horsepower. So one day we'll have that kind of power, and when we do, oh my god, this thing's going to be awesome. So not even getting any proper temperature into the calipers. So one thing I'm not great at, I don't know, confidence in the brakes. So I just need more seat time in the car, really, just to get things figured out there. Throughout the season you'll probably the rubber. Throughout the season, you probably notice that hopefully, I get more of a confident driver and can actually drive the wheels off this thing. Like I say, to those that are new to the channel, I've had this over 15 years, and it's not that I'm not familiar with it, but I've not done any competition in it for quite a while. Love it to pieces, though. It is like, I don't know. It's not even a dream car. I mean, who would say this is a dream car? But it is absolutely flipping wild to drive, so yeah. Right, I'll have this splitter off, just fetch some tools, show you how easy it is to take this splitter off. It's ace. always see people struggling taking the splitters off at the track, or when they come in for a dyno or an alignment or whatever, and made mine. Me and Andy made that one, so it comes off real quick. Come on. Said it won't fiddly. To be fair, if I wasn't having to use this T-bar, that'd have been a lot easier. But guess what? Most annoying thing in the workshop, I'm going to show you this now. And just pull this one out here. That's the bolt that holds it in. Most annoying thing in the workshop? You're a mechanic, you'll know. Where is the socket? Put the thing back where you got it from. Yeah. So there's another on the other side. You'll have to forgive me for if the pointing of the camera is not ideal, because this is the first time I've sort of done like a perspective garage video. So hopefully you like it in the garage video. Please, please, nah, I ain't begging. If you want to like and subscribe, do it. If you want to share it, do it. I appreciate it anyway. You can just see in the back there, mounts as well. So I'll show you this splitter. Quite proud of it. Again, can't take all the credit for it. My good buddy Andy from Fury Auto Works is a welder and a fabricator and a maker of all sorts of wonderful things. He's been helping out. And he also runs his car in Time Attack in the retro class. Classic and retro. Now then. I nearly took that off then, it's still got two attachments. So when we made the splitter, I had an afterthought, and it's just dawned on me. These, just to stop the bumper at the bottom walking in and out. So we will get there. Maybe it's not as easy or quick and simple to take on and off, but it is easy. But I think it's nicely done. Lift you up there, comes out, all that in there. So yeah, it's not a bad idea. Take this off, give it a clean out. Comes out nice. That's that. And then, a bit of luck, that's how the splitter comes off. So you've got these lovely little mounts at the back, and those, I'll go under the car and show them. So there's no fixings, no, oh, I've just spotted something. There's no actually nuts and bolts to fasten things together. Look what I've just seen. Holy shit. And I spoke to a few people about how much gap do you need, and there's an inch. That was getting warm. No sign of it on the bottom. I've got something for that though. Not here. No. Wherever it is. No. Huh? Yeah, I've got something for that to put on there. That's pretty scary. That could have been bad. Right, send the car up. So yeah, the splitter goes into there, and I just got a drip. What drips at me? Where? Did something drip? Maybe not, maybe it was just me. Yeah, this is where the exhaust does run quite close to the splitter, but there's a good about 1.5 inch gap. I'll measure it in a bit. that might be, what we see on there might be beneficial to somebody someday. They might say, right, you need more than a gap than that. So I'm going to put a piece of steel against it with some reflective tape stuff. So, right, yeah, birds tweeting outside. It's about 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. So yeah, subframe that we made for the front kind of mounts up to the chassis. It's all welded and fixed, rather a permanent, semi-permanent fixture. A little bit of work involved in that. Right, let's do a few more bits. So yeah, what I'm going to use on here is some of this under tray heat shield stuff. It's from a modern R56 Mini. If it's good enough to shield an exhaust from, I don't know, a fuel tank or whatever, it's good enough to work on there, isn't it? So crinkly stuff, we'll be using some of that. I'll put a square of it on there. Won't look pretty, but it'll stop. Man, that's so scary. Do I cut a hole in that? I don't know. Put it in the comments. What do you do? I bet that happens to a lot of people. I bet it does. Right, work. I need a cup of tea. I want to put the tunes back on. YouTube, can't have music. How boring. Next up, oil change. So we switched over to Motul 300V 550 thanks to octane distribution, and what we found at Anglesey was oil pressure was better than ever, so thank you. So we're going to be changing the oil today. The oil just dropped out of it. It did 2 rounds, so round 1, round 2 Anglesey. It actually looks pretty clean. It's almost a shame to dump it, but I'm going to change it anyway. Always religiously change the oil after every event, but we're going to go with every 2 events and see how we get on with that. Original filter, original French stuck piece. So there are we, some little Citroen logos on it and Peugeot logos on it. Surprised you can still get these. This car is a 2001, but the Saxo VTS engine is like 96, something like that, 1996. So yeah, the 90s. It is a 90s engine essentially. So yeah, just going to pre-fill this, and we'll also have a look at that oil. I'm going to pour that oil that I've got in that drum. Don't know if I've got the camera at the right angle. I'm going to pop it in here and have a look. It doesn't smell too bad, it doesn't smell too rich or anything like that, fuel, so I guess that's down to a good tune on it, on the car as well. But yeah, let's get this sorted out. It broke the seal. I love the little cans that come in. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm one of those people that struggles, you know, I hate to admit it, I'm one of those people that sometimes struggles to open a bottle of pop. A can of pop, rather. Yeah, I know. I know. Good stuff, let's have a sniff. Oh, I almost want to drink it. Look at the, I love the tins that come in, it's cool. Right, let's see. We managed it last time. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry if the camera angle's not ideal, but we'll get there. Bit of practice. People keep asking for garage videos, so we're doing some. So yeah. Hopefully we've got a few Land Rover people watching these videos as well and liking the racing and everything. I guess you get to see on the other side, on the flip side, what makes me tick as well. So yeah, driving, I'd say driving fast. I say driving as fast as I can. So I'm not by any means a professional driver. I've got some experience behind me, but yeah, just yeah, taking part, you know, doing something, driving to a track, running around in circles, and hopefully coming home with a piece of plastic. My trophy, where's my trophy? Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. It's I've actually put it in the dyno because well, where else do you put them? You end up with these trophies. I've got a loft full of them at home, and it's almost a shame. But for me, it's not about the trophy. It is about the memories, and also just making sponsors proud and rewarding and thanking, and I don't know, just being, I don't know, just being able to do this to your car. That all this tyre rubber, look at it. I reckon that arch is full of gravel. Right, yeah, I know, yeah. This tyre rubber, it does come off with a bit of brake cleaner. It comes off like pretty easy. So don't worry about the car looking like, well, it's only the first weekend and it looks like that. So I actually want to get the car re-vinyled. Not to get away from the logo, but I think the car got wrapped in January 2016. It's done well. It's had, the doors have been done again, but they're a bit scuffed at the bottom and need a repair on here. What's it like on the inside? Oh, not too bad. Yeah, so I want to get re-vinyled, and I love a white car. Like, I think racing cars should be white, but I also love a red Saxo, so don't think this year, I don't think we'll bother doing it, but maybe next year. It's not every panel that wants wrapping. So, hey, some people said to me, love the look of the car, Stu. With your, going back to original headlights, how do you get extra air in for the air filter? Well, first of all, we've got a good intercooler. IATs are usually no more than sort of 35, even on the hottest days. Thank you, Ali Sport. They provided that years ago. This little duct here, it's not the best, but it actually goes through, yeah, about a 80mm tube, and it goes up into the wing. I already had that before with the old headlights, so there is that. But if, you know what, a lot of people say, oh, you need cool air. If you've got a good enough intercooler, you know, it's not such a big deal. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so can we get any more in there? Yeah, we can get more in there. How much are we pouring in this? So not only have octane distribution, Motul, hooked it up with oil, but they've also offering myself, if I want it, the ability to do some oil sampling and just having a look at, see how everything's doing. I mean, I'm confident in the car, but oil analysis, it's not something I've ever really looked into or done. But with regards changing different band of oil, yeah, I think we're going to be stocking this as well for our customers as well. So if you are local or whatever and you want some 300 V, we're looking at stocking that as well at the moment, so watch this space. Well, that is the filter. Again, original filter de Hull. Yeah. Right. Just wipe my finger on that. And then let's have a look at this oil. If I just might get a few drips, I don't know. Just put that there. Remove that. Put that. I might put that here. Let's have a look. Now, I did loan this tub to somebody at the track, and they made a very small effort to clean it, but oh, I won't pour it all in there, but it looks, there's nothing that shouldn't be in the bottom of there. But yeah, I loaned this to somebody at the track, and they handed it back, and either they didn't have the stuff to clean it properly, or it looks lovely and clean. I mean, it's, yeah, of course it's dark, but it's just done 2 races. Normally it's actually probably lighter than it used to be with the old oil. Right, let's get a filter on it and get some oil in it. Sump nut back in it as well. Where are you? Sump nut. There we go. So I got a magnet on there, and so far no fluffy bits, no Christmas trees hanging on it. Nope. That's that. Don't need to go stupidly tight. Brake cleaner. What's that? Right. On you go. Love a genuine filter. Still, like I say, it still amazes me you can get them. Well, say you can get them. I can't remember how many I ended up buying. I bought a lot of them. Maybe I can't get them anymore, but yeah. I'll give that a bit of a filter's usually as tight as I can go with my hand. No swinging off them though. I'll give this a wipe. These, if you are wondering, go off to the oil cooler at the front, and if you are also wondering why have you got 2 oil coolers, one's engine and one's supercharger. So the Rotrex has its own traction fluid. It keeps the 2 separate. I guess it's a bonus if you have a problem with the charger, any debris or anything in the oil that in the engine, and likewise. So those Rotrex chargers are not cheap. I think that I've got a 3094 on it, and I reckon that was about 1700 quid. So not cheap. Compare it to some turbos, you can get, well, a couple of turbos for that, but I love my charger. You'll never hear me not say I don't love my charger. So I did threaten a while back that we might be coming away from the charger because we need some more horsepower for the class, but also I want some more horsepower for the car, not for the class. I'm not chasing horsepower for the class, I'm chasing horsepower because I'm developing, you know, I'm developing a car here. I'm a big fan of the modified car. That's no big secret, is it, eh? And our sponsor, UK Supercharger Repairs, Had a chat with Dave, he's the gaffer. There's a sticker at the top there on the wing, that's where we represent them on the wing. They do some upgrades, some different compressor wheels, so you get hybrid turbos. Well, Dave at UK Superchargers is now doing, I don't know if that's what he calls it, but he does a T2 upgrade, and it's kind of like a hybrid supercharger. So we're already spinning the supercharger faster than you're supposed to, faster than Rotrex are supposed to. A lot of people do this, but we are. And I've always done this. It's probably why we've always got good horsepower from the car. But we're going to make some more torque with this thing. We're not done with superchargers yet. And there's also an option to do a bigger bore, because we're still 78.5 mil bore. You can go up to 80, and we're still standard size exhaust valves and intake valves, so we can go up there as well. So I'll probably do the pair together, bigger bore and big valve head. And I think with the charger, I mean, run the car at 300 brake usually. I've seen 320 out of it. The issue with that is running 320 is it doesn't stay at 320 for long. The reason why is belt slip, not clutch slip on the charger, but belt slip. So it's hard keeping the belt with that much tension on it. It just stretches, like, so yeah, you can get some dyno pulls out of it, you can go around the track a little bit, but unless you're nipping it up nearly every single time you go out, it's not worth it. So for those that say, you always say you run your car at 300 brake, well, we've heard you say you've run 320, if not a touch more before. That's why we call it 300 brake. So right, I'll drop this down, get some of the good stuff in it. Usually come down this ramp twice as quick with a Land Rover on it. Not weighed the car since we've done the subframe and the splitter, but working things out, I reckon it's about the car's about 830 kilos with fuel in it. So again, I'm hoping that I've got this thing right. We need one of these. I don't really know if we need that. It's the state of everything. Needs a proper good clean, like 5 hours on the way back from Anglesey, or each way. And did it rain on the way back? I think it rained on the way back. Put you in, I've had problems with you before. And that problem we had with Cadwell with that oil leak, it was this. So I ended up bending these tangs a little bit, and I haven't had any issues with it since, so yeah. Just get that get a fresh rag and get it clean, and put some over there, and we'll pour in the oil. So we get these recycled rags from, I can't remember if it's Parkers or MEs or whatever, but we usually get someone's jazzy PJs. Yeah. Alright, oil. Let's do it. Let's go for it. I might just wipe that first. Yeah. Motor going in. So I think as well at some point we'll be switching over to motor transmission. Transmission, sound like I'm talking Land Rovers. Gearbox oil, brake fluid, and I don't know, we'll talk to them about coolant as well. So yeah, they're going to come in, see us. Came to see us at Anglesey. Thank you very much. Lovely to have a conversation and a catch up. So Motul do, well, Octane Distribution take care of some of the drift boys as well that run Time Attack within the Time Attack circles in the Drift Championship. So always good to be involved. Blessed to be involved. Oh. Cool. Crikey. Gosh, she went with a pop. So the Saxo takes about 2 of these, so we'll stop in a bit and crank it over. Some oil pressure on the dash, check the level, probably run it actually, and then check the levels, top up accordingly. We'll stop at that because we haven't got a level, but feels like less than half. Let's put the lid on you for a moment. Right, we'll check the cap on. Let's see where you are actually on the old dipper. See where you are before we start it up. No, I want a little bit more. Love the tin. Nice. Really cool. That moment to run down there, check it a few times. That's looking more like it. And give it a run and make an adjustment there. Make an adjustment, you know, talking tuning. Just run that up. Look up, make sure oil pressure's good, and then yeah, on to the next bit. Right, that's a few jobs ticked off the list. Just done some stuff with the harnesses. Scrutineer picked up the mounting and everything okay, but I got left and right the wrong way. So there's a little dog leg thing here. I'd actually fitted this side on this side because I thought, well, Scrutineer probably want to see that, but no, other way around. So that's that sorted. Just clean the bottom of the splitter. I'm going to flip it over now. A little bit damaged there, not too fussed about that. I'm going to flip it over and give that a clean. A lot of rainwater in there. Squished a little bit of squish there. Yeah, give that a clean, but what we got here? A gearbox oil. It says it's gearbox oil. Whoa. Let's have a look at yeah. Yeah, let's have a look at this gearbox oil. See what's going on there. Maybe some oil has just come out the breather. Actually, some oil's just come out the breather. Oh wait, just overfilled slightly. Yeah, just a bit come out the breather. So what we'll do, we'll see that. I'll give that a clean. Let's just rinse it off. Because, yeah. I have seen some people running different breather systems on gearboxes in the past. But, yeah, it's that pink stuff down there. I'm not sure if I can see it or not, but looks like raspberry milkshake. That is my gear oil. So, Redline shockproof oil, that is what I use in the box at the minute, but we'll be shifted over to something from Motul that is potentially better, because that shockproof stuff that I use causes a lot of drag. It's got heavy clay content in there, I'm not quite sure we need to run it anymore. It's something that I used to run in the old MA gearboxes. So it's good for problem gearboxes, high power cars, problem gearboxes, but no, I'm not so sure we need it anymore. We'll have a go with it, without it. Props in the way. Get this mopped up. I think it's down to the high speed that we got at Anglesey. I don't have a speedo in the car, and if I'm going by what I think was about 140. So I did so on the vlog I said something about a corner entry speed at 120, 125. It wasn't. It was way more, because it was 125 at the speed trap, and then the speed trap you go on for quite a bit. I've only just put it in 5th at that point, so big speed at Anglesey, loved it. How are we doing in there now? Oh, it's getting better, a bit better. Some more brake cleaner in there, flush it out. You'll know if you've got a race car or a track car brake cleaner. I almost feel like I might, of course, if there's a sponsor out there that wants to do brake cleaner, no, we're alright. If there's a sponsor out there that wants to do some wishbones and stuff like that, if you're watching, could definitely do some help with that. So we have had some conversations this week with a company that do a very nice set of wishbones, hubs, uprights, and I think that we'll go down that route in a very, very near future. Get Cadwell out of the way and potentially place an order for that. It does have, let's say, a 6 to 8 week waiting list, and then I've got to be able to fit it on the car, get it set. So we'll see how we get on with that. There's still a bit more in there. It's a bit of debris. I don't know what the hell is that. I think it's a big chunk of tyre rubber or a stone. What are you? Tyre rubber. Right. Finish up with a bit of blue roll. The camera's still in the right place, maybe. We'll see. I don't know what order this video will come out in. Whether it'll probably come out after round 2, so round 1 Anglesey comes out. It's actually tomorrow. So today being the 27th. So right, happy with that. Let's have a look at this splitter. Just walk off it. Put in the comments, do people paint these? I don't think they do. Someone said to me paint it. As long as it's clean it looks alright. Well, paint it at the edge obviously. Don't know why I've got that. Yeah, mum. So this is, if you didn't know, made out of something called buffalo board. People use it on trailers, the floor or other stuff, I don't know. Phenolic ply, I think, if I'm pronouncing it right. Probably not. But yeah, it's got a cool little pattern on it. We nearly had a barbecue. Don't want me doing that. So this is that oil that we saw. And then obviously the mounts. I'm sure you've already clocked them. If you're a Saxo person, you're probably wondering how has he done that. That's how he did that. Bit of tube, bit of box, bit of flat, and in places some nice welding, and then in some places some not so nice welding. Never practice on your workpiece. Right. Rubber. Come on, you. I don't have to stay there. So, right, this. Holy shit. That was scary. I bet that wasn't far off, you know, doing something that we didn't want it to do. So, where has it gone? This. Some of this, I'll cut this. Yeah, I'll cut that. Put it there. Something like that. Heat shield. If it's good enough for a Mini, it's good enough for a Saxo. So that's that taken care of. So frustrating, the whole YouTube kind of music on while you work and or in the background or for what. I don't know the full reasons. You can but you can't, but you can't but you can. And, anyway, this belongs in here. Handy little kit that, was £10. eBay, stainless washers. Just goes with all my spares when I go to the track. Nice. Do need to build on some of the bits that I have when I go to the track, but I think generally we did alright at the weekend. That's that taken care of. I've got a huge list of stuff that I wanted to get through, so never expected that to be one of them. I think one thing to do now on the car is it absolutely looks rotten. So going to crack out the duct smart and give it a clean. So right, it's been a couple of hours since we last spoke. Give the car a bit of a clean down. Not done the engine bay or anything yet. Oh, what are we flashing at? My torch. Yeah, do need to get this rubber cleaned up a bit more effort put in there. But yeah, just been through the brakes as well. The pads are looking good, so I'd pads out, make sure they're not dropping at bits. And then just re-greased everything on the slidey bits and stuff like that, make sure everything's working good. Surprised I've not got any proper temperature into these yet. Very surprised. The pads look like they've been hotter than that actually indicates, but hey, Time to put a wheel back on and just clean the wheels as well. Oh, that was a noise. Just clean the front wheels, inside and out. Use the Duck Smart rim bling. Does a good job. Looks like a brand new wheel. That did 2 events without being cleaned in between the events. So yeah, looks like a brand new wheel really. Shame about the tyre, eh? So put some wheel nuts on it. So yeah, that compared to like a matte finish, but all this is just peppered. The inside of the wheel's absolutely peppered with it. We call it, well, some people call it pickup, I always call it snot. Some of it's come off my own car. I get a feeling some of it's just picked up from other cars, but we have to go out sometimes, time attack sessions, after the drift demonstration or drift championship, and there's often loads of big blobs of rubber on the track, so that's never a favourite of anybody, but it is what it is. Anyone that's picking on my splitter, if you are, first one I've ever made, and I didn't, well, did make it, but it was me and Andy. I think we've done alright with it. And I think it does a lot for the front end of the track. An awful lot. How it'll work at Cadwell, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be alright. Lots of corners at Cadwell. Drop you down a bit. Yeah, a lot of corners at Cadwell, so not sure if they're the type of corners that would benefit a splitter. But I guess we'll find out. It looks cool, if nothing else. Car always looked like it was missing something at the front, and now we've got the front bit on it. That is the splitter. Anyway, Cadwell's next. Cadwell Park, local track. What we've done there before, we've done a 138.5 before. That was in 2017. That was one on different tyre, no splitter, different diff. Not rose jointed front arms. Yes, we had the wing, we didn't have fiberglass doors, we didn't have the aero stuff on the bonnet, and a couple of little trick bits in there. So we're hoping to be faster. What time are we looking for? I think there's a 133 that is a lap record in club class. We're outgunned, I think, in club class, but you know, watch the last video, I will give it everything I possibly can. I'll be driving as fast as I can, and probably a little bit more than that. So, right. There's a bit of rubber from the car, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.